A lot of people using AI right now are using it to save 20 minutes a day. And while they're doing that, other people are using it to replace entire teams, build products in days, and generate income at a scale that didn't even exist 3 years ago. The tool is the same, but the understanding is completely different. And that gap right there is what's about to change who gets rich. Not in theory, not in 10 years, right now. If you're ambitious, if you're someone who wants to get to the next level, this is one of the most important shifts you need to understand. Because this isn't about working faster anymore. It's not even about working harder. It's about completely changing how we think about work itself. And if you don't understand that difference, you're already on the wrong side of it. So let's talk about what's actually happening right now, because most people are completely underestimating this. One person can now do the work of 5 to 10 people in certain roles. That's not an exaggeration. That's just the reality of where we are now. Tools like ChatGPT and Claude are helping people think through complex problems, write faster, build systems, and execute at a level that used to require entire teams. AI design tools are letting people produce professional creative work in a fraction of the time. And coding tools like Cursor and GitHub Copilot are helping developers and non-developers ship products faster than ever before. But the one that really stops me is Lovable. Lovable is a tool that lets you describe an app in plain English and builds it for you. Full stack. I'm talking to database, backend, front end, authentication systems, payment, no coding required. What used to take a development team months and hundreds of thousands of dollars, you can now prototype in a day. And here's the part that really shows just where we're at right now. At a Lovable hackathon co-hosted with Project Europe, a team built an AI journalism tool, one that writes articles based on interviews at speed. And it was acquired on the spot for 2,000 euros, like on the spot, built and sold at a hackathon in hours. Lovable launched in 2024 and hit $100 million in ARR, annual recurring revenue, in 8 months. 4 months after that, they doubled it to 200 million annual recurring revenue. That is mind-blowing. They have more than 100,000 new projects are built on that platform every single day. That's not a niche tool. That's a sign and a signal. And companies are already responding to all of this. Not in 5 years, but actually right now. They're automating workflows they are used to hiring for. They're spending billions building AI into core operation systems, and the expectation per employee are rising because the baseline of what one person can output has completely changed. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing is genuinely up for debate. But what's not up for debate and what's not debatable is that the shift is real. It's accelerating and it's happening whether you're paying attention or not. Why this changes who gets rich. This is arguably the most disruptive technology we've seen since the internet. And I don't say that lightly, right? Think about it. Think about what the internet did. It created an entire new class of winners. People who saw it early positioned themselves inside it and built things that weren't possible before. And the people who ignored it, well, they were too late. They spent years trying to catch up. AI is that moment, but right now. And here's why it changes everything about wealth. Because before you made more money by working more or moving up the hierarchy slowly, growth was predictable but linear. Time-based, role-based, you put in years, you moved up a level, you got a raise. That was the corporate game. The game still exists, but it's no longer the only game to play because leverage has completely changed. Leverage is simple. It's how much output you can create per unit of effort, and AI has just multiplied that number for anyone willing to use it. Let me make this concrete for you. Right now, in less than half a day, you can have an idea for an app, plan it out using ChatGPT, write the copy with Claude, build the product with Lovable, set up the backend with Supabase, connect Stripe for payment, and have a live working product that anyone in the world can find and pay for. Done, shipped, and real. That's not theoretical. That's just Tuesday. A solo developer named Mallentino started building in late 2024 with no co-founder, no team, and no funding. 6 months later, Wix acquired his company for $80 million in cash. He had 250,000 users and was generating 189,000 in profits in a single month alone. Solo founders startups have surged from 23.7% of all new companies in 2019 to over 26% by 2025. That's not a coincidence. That's what happens when one person can now do what used to require an entire team. And the people doing this aren't working harder. They're not grinding 18-hour days. They're operating at a completely different level, one that flat out didn't exist 3 years ago. That's the shift. The access is open. Now, here's the part that most people completely miss. This isn't just happening inside of Google, Microsoft, or the big tech companies with billions to spend. This isn't locked behind a Wall Street trading desk or a Silicon Valley office. It's out here, available to almost anyone with a laptop and a willingness to learn. And the numbers on this are genuinely staggering. Between late 2022 and late 2024, the cost to run AI at a high level of performance dropped by more than 280 times. You should read that again, because GPT-4 level capability cost around $30 per million tokens when it launched. Today, you can get the same level of performance for under $1, and some providers are pushing into the sub 10-cent territory. Absolutely wild. DeepSeek entered the market in late 2024, offering frontier class AI at roughly 1/10 of the cost of GPT-4 at launch. 1/100th. That's not a discount. That's a complete restructuring of who gets access to powerful and capable AI. The tools themselves are everywhere. Hugging Face has thousands of open source models that anyone can download and use for free. APIs from every major provider are publicly available. The barrier to building with AI has never been lower. A complete AI-powered solo founder stack in 2026 runs between $3,000 to $12,000 per year, a 95 to 98% cost reduction compared to the equivalent of hiring an entire staff. Think about what that means. The same capability that used to require a team, a budget, and enterprise contracts, you can now access for the price of a few monthly subscription. So the conversation has fundamentally shifted. This is no longer about access. Access is here, the tools are there, the cost is there. The only question now is who actually uses it? And that's the uncomfortable truth about this moment. Most people know AI exists. Most people have tried ChatGPT once or twice, but the people who are actually winning with this, the ones building products, automating income, creating leverage, they're not smarter. They're more connected. They just decided to go deeper while everyone else stayed on the surface level. The gap that's being created right now isn't a gap in access. It's a gap in intention. Section 4, who wins and who loses? So if the tools are this accessible and this affordable, why won't everyone win? Because access was never the real barrier. The mindset is. The people who lose in this shift aren't losing because they couldn't afford the tools. They're losing because they're not adapting. They are holding on to ways of working that made sense 5 years ago, but are becoming less valuable every single month. If your entire value is execution, showing up, completing a task, repeating a process, that value is being compressed right now. The repetitive layer of almost every knowledge job is exactly what AI does fastest and cheapest. But the people who win, they're not all engineers or technicians or geniuses. They're the people combining what they already know with AI. Sales plus AI, real estate plus AI, finance plus AI, content plus AI. Because AI alone is just a tool. But AI in the hands of someone who deeply understands people, markets, or an industry, that's a competitive advantage that's very hard to replicate. Because AI alone is just a tool. But AI in the hands of someone who deeply understands people, markets, or an industry, that's a competitive advantage that's very hard to replicate. They're not competing on effort, they're competing on their output. The shift is already happening. The only real decision is which side of it do you want to be on. Section 5, what should you do? So what do you actually do with all of this? First, start using and learning about these tools daily, not occasionally, but every day. You can start with ChatGPT and Claude. Both have free tiers. You can start right now. Use them to think through problems, research ideas, plan projects, then go deeper, try Perplexity for research, then try Lovable to actually build something, even if it's something small, just to understand what's possible. I remember the first time I mapped out an entire business system using Claude in one sitting. What used to take me days of back and forth with different people took a few hours. That's when it clicked for me. Fluency comes from use, not from watching tutorials. Second, stack your existing skills with AI. Start from where you are or where you already are. Sales use AI to research, prospect, and write outreach. Real estate, you can use it for your listings, analyze the market. If you're in finance, you could use it to model some stuff. Content, you can use it to research and create, content strategy. The combination of a deep human skill and the AI execution is where the market has very little competition right now. Third, I would say build something. For real, anything. Don't wait for a perfect idea. Use Lovable or Cursor to build a simple tool. Use Claude or ChatGPT to map out a system for something in your personal life or in your business. The habit of building, even at a tiny scale, rewires how you think. You stop being someone who just consumes technology and starts being someone who uses it to create some leverage. Fourth, pay attention to the right signs and signals. There's a lot of noise in the AI space. You don't need all of it. Just stay aware of which industries are being restructured and which skills are becoming more valuable. Follow people who are building things, not just talking about them. And here's the bottom line. The people who get rich in the next decade and who use this to build amazing stuff won't just be the ones that are working the hardest or have the best idea. They'll be the one who understand that AI changes the rules of wealth creation and position themselves inside that shift early. The tools are here. You have the access. It's lower cost than ever. The only thing standing between you and a completely different financial and knowledge position is whether you decide to actually use it. Well, if you want to stay ahead of this, follow me. I break this down step by step. Let's go. Bye.